All right, that was the picture. Let's talk to my guest now. Look at what we're talking about here. Let me turn to the two metrosexuals, or people who describe themselves as metrosexuals here. What are your grooming habits like? Patterson, maybe we'll start with you. Do you get tips from your wife on how you look, what sort of products you should be using?
Oh yes, sometimes I do get tips from my wife to say that, maybe you can try this product, which is, it can be helpful for this face, and also I can also she advised me to go for regular maintenance with your face, and which it's important is to look presentable and healthy.
But do you share products? I mean, how does it all work?
Oh, sharing products, when sometimes certain product may be suitable for ladies, certain product may not be suitable for a lady. It's depending. But ultimately, certain items we still can share. Yeah. So basically we do share products in a way.
Yeah. Adam, you run a salon for men, and you focus on a lot of things about facials and skincare regime, if you like.
Yeah.
What do people hope for nowadays in terms of a good facial, good face regime, if you like?
Normally, if they want to have a good face regime, they're looking forward to things like having a healthier or kind of clearer or cleaner complexion. They do not want to have blackheads on their nose. They do not want to have like any blemishes on their face. And this is what I think that they are actually looking forward to have in terms of skincare, having good skincare treatment.
Do people spend a lot of money on these skincare products nowadays?
Yeah, I think there's an increase actually for men to spend on skincare products. There is a significant increase, about like 30% 2 years ago.
Leslie, let me bring you in. You are a cosmetic surgeon. You look at people who come to you and then they say, I want to change my face. Has there been a rise in the number of Asian men looking for such surgical procedures, if you like?
Well, most definitely. I think over the last few years, I've seen an increase of almost 100% in the number of male clients or patients that I normally would have seen. And a lot of them come for a multitude of needs. Some of them come because they have some features in their face, for example, the nose, the chin, or their ears that they're not particularly happy about, and they'd like to have a permanent change. So we provide an implant surgery or pin back of the ears. We can even do surgery to the eyelids to make the eyes look a little bigger or wider, less sleepy looking. So that's one category of patients. Another group of patients that do come would be the ones that are concerned, just as Adam, about complexion problems. Men who have scars or who have oily complexion, and they come for stronger treatments that cosmetic surgeons can provide.
Is it really necessary to go for a surgical procedure? I mean, do you guys find that you have to consider plastic surgery?
Well, in time to come, I would consider plastic surgery. If I do, when I grow old, I get age spots, and age spots cannot be just removed by using skincare products. You may have to really see a cosmetic surgeon to get this removed. And I think this is important because a lot of Asian men right now, I notice that any age about 35 and above, they're developing age spots. And these are spots, I think, that even oasis, what they call, I think they call them sebaceous hyperplasia or something like that.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right. So you need that cosmetic procedure to remove them permanently.
But what do you get out of it? I mean, Patterson, talk to us about your personal experience. You spend a lot of money, I guess, on skincare products because they're not cheap. What does it give you, that sense? Is it a sense of security or what?
A sense of self-confidence and so-called look confident in front of people, in front of publics, as well as when you project to people, you feel comfortable, happy with healthy looking. So therefore, I feel that this is very important for guy looking good, being comfortable.
Adam, what do people really want when they come to you? Do they say, recommend me a facial regime, a skincare regime, or what?
Usually for men, I think it's more solution-based. It's not like they want a regime to maintain. Of course, we do have this group that want to maintain their skin, but some of them just want to solve a problem. Of course, we have our limitations. I mean, we do solve problems like if we can help them to have remove the blackheads and make them look good, clearer complexion. I think basically they are looking for a solution whereby they can always have a clearer complexion. and that's what they're always looking for.
Indeed. Okay, we will come back and talk about that in a while. We'll go for a quick break now. Still ahead, the secrets of the salon. Stay with us. And welcome back to 360. We continue our men talk tonight with two metrosexuals, Adam Chua and Patterson Go, and cosmetic surgeon Leslie Kuek. Gentlemen, thanks for staying with us. Now, maybe I'll just bring Adam in first. You know, people tend to want to talk to you because you run a salon that has got facial treatments for men. What are some of the most popular treatments that people come to you for?
For the tropical climate for men, usually they look forward to treatments like purifying treatment for oily skin that may lead to blackheads, pimples, and even surface to become acne. We also have this exfoliation treatment to treat any skin blemishes or open pores and uneven skin texture. One of the other popular treatments are also the what we call photothermolysis, which is different from actually intense pulse like what Dr. Kuek has practiced. They are much more softer light rays that to encourage cellular growth to prevent anti-aging. So in fact, we are seeing a trend of anti-aging for men right now.
Okay, so you are the provider of those services. Now, Patterson, you are a consumer, if you like. You actually use services like that.
Yes.
What is it that you think is most necessary for men to do right now? Is facial a vanity thing, or is it a necessary thing for people to look good?
Currently, I think facial is like a basic grooming for guys, where actual fact is part of where grooming has been evolved through years, and now I think has been set as a norm standard to everybody. So it's just that currently people just go for a haircut every month to salon or even dye their hair. So I think basically skincare treatment is part and parcel of just basic grooming.
Okay. Leslie, you know, what sort of people make up the majority of the people that you see who come to you for something to do with their face, or what sort of cosmetic surgery do they look at?
Well, first I would say that I totally agree with Adam and Patterson in that I'm probably going to be the next step in the grooming process, in the grooming chain, whereby if a person is not able to achieve the results that he wants, then they will probably come and see me. And what are the things that most men come to see me? Well, as I said earlier, there's that group that want to change in certain parts of their features. There's another group that want to improve their complexion, have a healthier glow, get rid of age spots or pigmentation or skin growths. And then there's that third group of people in the more mature age group who would come to see me for rejuvenative work. For example, someone who has eye bags. And that's something that's very easily treatable, and the procedure is simple. It's a local anesthetic done in the clinic, and it's done in 1 hour. And the change that can be effected can be remarkable. And a lot of my clients or patients that do come to see me with eye bag problems complain that they literally feel that everybody keeps staring and focusing on their problem rather than on them. And this affects them both psychologically, socially, and even in their work. And so besides things like eye bags, I do have men coming for facelifts and things like that too. So these are some of the types of common problems.
You know, from what you're saying, then some of this involves a surgical procedure in which you have to operate on.
That's right.
From other things that you've been talking about, seems that it's quite an external kind of treatment.
Yes.
How do you reassure people who come to you for cosmetic surgery to say that this is okay?
Well, first of all, I think the media has played a tremendous role in educating people about cosmetic surgery and the kinds of treatments that are widely available right now. And there has been a tremendous explosion in the types of treatments available, both surgical and non-surgical. And a lot of the emphasis is now on non-surgical treatments and non-surgical rejuvenations, which are safe, effective, and give good results. So that makes my job a whole lot easier.
Indeed. Okay, let me bring the two of you back in here. You've been nodding quite a lot as Leslie was talking about. How open are you to a surgical procedure? Would you keep it a secret if you were to go for one? Adam?
Well, in terms of my profession, I think I'll be very honest. I think it's no harm having to go for plastic surgery to look good and creating opportunities for yourself. If like I mentioned earlier on, if I do have any like a rod or something to remove, I will definitely have it removed, and I'm very open to this surgery. If I grow older, if I start to have a bulging tummy, I would definitely want to go and have it done, you know. And I think it is good to have cosmetic surgery to help you to achieve the things that you always hope for. You know, sometimes I felt that when you look good, you know, generally you feel good about yourself. Like what Dr. Kuek has mentioned, you know, when you look good, it's about changing the way you feel good about it. So, you know, so that's basically, I think I'm open to plastic surgery.
Okay, Patterson, your thoughts?
As for me, I feel when I need it, of course I'll go and do for it. But maybe for present I feel comfortable with myself. And maybe years to come, I may like to seek Dr. Kuek for advice.
I'm not going to be marketing here, but if you were to go for a bit of a surgical procedure, I guess, would you tell the world about it, or tell your friends about it, or would you keep it very much to yourself?
I think basically, if I got chance to share, I'd be very open to my friends or to my colleagues. I think it's very normal. I feel it.
Yeah, Leslie, let me bring you back in here. What is the next big thing for plastic surgery? We've heard of people now, instead of going to the gym, maybe they go for a chest implant, if you like, a tuck or two, to make them look better. So this is a way of cheating, if you like. What is the next big thing? What can people look forward to in terms of plastic surgery, the next phase, if you like?
I think if we're talking about men, there are not that many things that can be done, but certainly some of the more interesting things that are coming out for, as you have mentioned, pectoral implants, calf implants to enhance the shape of the legs. But one of the most important things, I think, is in the body shaping techniques. I've had men coming to see me asking to do liposculpture to give them the six-pack. I even have professional bodybuilders coming to ask me to shape them, to give them a much better contour. So these are some of the things that are coming up online. But even better are those, as I mentioned, the non-surgical treatments, radio frequency treatments, intense pulse light, Botox, dermal fillers and things like that help to enhance or rebuild your youthfulness.
How safe are these procedures, though? From what you're saying, with that amount of cutting, amount of liposuction, if you like, there are side effects or not?
Certainly with any surgical procedure, there's always a potential for some side effects, and therefore one has to manage them carefully. I mean, your patient selection is very important. You've got to choose the right patient, the right indications for the right procedure. But done under the right hands, these complications are kept to the barest minimum, really.
Okay, we'll come back and talk a bit more. We'll go for a quick break. When we come back, do metrosexuals understand what women really want? Stay with us. And thank you for staying with us on 360. Is it really true that men are from Mars and women from Venus? Well, helping us to find an answer are Adam Chua and Patterson Go, as well as cosmetic surgeon Leslie Kuek. Gentlemen, you heard that question that I just asked, that rhetorical question. What do you reckon? Men from Mars, women from Venus? Patterson?
For me, my view is that I don't think, no doubt there is a yes and no for this question. Yes is that basically we all built differently, as a woman or as a man, compositionally, thinking-wise, and even behavior. But however, the no is that the gap nowadays is getting closer and closer. Everybody having the same topic, same interest, and well, bottom line is everybody would like to try to look good. Therefore, I believe this is getting closer and closer.
Indeed. Leslie, you think it's a mindset thing?
Absolutely. I think women probably have been sort of been more open about this issue for so long, whereas men have been keeping themselves in the closet, yet they still feel the need to look their best, maintain that self-image, that right image to other people. And to debunk some of the popular myths, I mean, if you think that your hero was John Wayne, let me tell you, John Wayne went for facelifts. Clark Gable had his ears pinned back. Dean Martin had a nose job. But they never came out and said anything about it because that wasn't the norm in those days. But in today, men, I think, are becoming more self-confident about these things and they are more willing to talk about it.
You know, that leads me to the next point as to whether you can be metrosexual on the one hand and manly on the other, or both at the very same time. Adam, your thoughts?
I think you can be metrosexual. You know, what Dr. Kuek says, that it makes you a confident man, you know, and you can still be manly. Take for example, I can be manly because I'm married, you know, and I also want to look good. And my wife is proud of that. She says that if you can look good, I would definitely be pampered by you because you have the expertise to help me look good. Sometimes even like we go shopping, we are able to share things about skincare products, and I feel very manly that I could even give advice on skincare products. And I think in the sense of being a metrosexual, I feel even more manly actually.
You know, from what you're saying, it seems that you're very in touch with your feminine side as well as your masculine side. Right. But being metrosexual, does that help you understand your wife better, Patterson?
Definitely, because by metrosexual, I think you have share the same interests, same topic, like fashion. You can talk to her, and you feel proud, you feel happy that you can know all this, and she will share with you more. And I think you'll build up better relationship compared to just you do not know what she's doing and you do not share the common interests. Yeah,
let me flip that question on the other side. What do your wives think of you being metrosexual?
For me, I feel that my wife feel comfortable and feel that, well, it's a good thing that she married a guy who knows what she wants, who share the same topic interests. And this, I think, is very important for a lady nowadays.
Adam, does your wife agree?
My wife feels proud about it actually because I'm in this profession whereby I groom metrosexual to look better. She's more than happy that at least she knows that men like the brothers and the new relatives, that they felt that you're creating more opportunities for them to look good, And at the same time, she says, hey, look, the changes are there, my brothers and my relatives are now grooming themselves to compliment their wife or their spouse to look to dress a better sense or even to look good when they go out together.
Leslie, you've been awfully quiet. You as a person who makes men look good, makes women look good, what does your wife think?
Actually, I think sometimes my wife feels more frustrated because she feels that I know more about healthcare products than she does.
Does she feel absolutely threatened by that or what?
No, I think she finds me a great source of information and resource.
What are the advantages of being metrosexual? We've talked about, looking good, being confident. Anything else?
Advantage points, I think, basically this is very important for the lady, that we know what they want. And it's definitely an added advantage among all guys.
Does this mean more opportunities for you to do things together other than shopping and sharing skincare products and tips?
Well, I think being a metrosexual, when you look fashionable, when you know how to dress and you know how to look good, it creates another avenue for actually common interest. So I think basically we talk about it's only more probably on the grooming and the dressing side that you start to keep in touch with your spouse. Yeah.
Okay, Leslie, let me bring you in very quickly. Final thoughts for the modern man. How do you see the modern man?
I think, as we've all discussed, the key here is your own self-confidence and your own self-image. And when you have that honesty to look at yourself critically and say, I want to get involved in this kind of thing, I want to look my best, I want to get whatever treatments are necessary for me to improve my own image of myself, then I think it leads to a far more confident person and someone who's able to cope with the pressures that society has.